Oh, the Queen of Wands, Leo cusp Cancer. Let's deal with some smear campaigns that they don't think you know about. Alrighty, what do we have here? The card's something about Mary, the CD that kept on flashing in your head in 2007. Yeah, something about Mary. It's a Gemini man. It's a Gemini man. He was a neighbor. When you first moved here, you could smell burnt flesh. So he said, hey, come over for coffee. So you thought maybe he's the cannibal, which you both laughed at in the end and you became good friends in 2015. You went over and had coffee while they drank beer, and then eventually drank about 3 beer and go home, and he treated you with respect. He never tried anything with you, and you said, no, we'll never be together. And he said, someday we'll be together. And you said, no, we're just friends, and we'll always just be friends. He seemed to accept that. So you moved out of the building. You come back in the building and party and say, hey, come upstairs. And I don't really have anything to do with people upstairs except for just a couple friends. And I'd have a beer, and I was just not with those people. So I'd leave. Anyways, let's reshuffle this deck here. Okay. I thought I was a really good guy. And then he had a friend who, I guess they were out, they were just friends, and he hadn't heard from her a couple of days, and he charged at her door and broke down her door, and he was upset that there was a guy there, and he hated her, and he said, we were at the park one day, and there was a group of guys that were interested in her, and she was drunk. I should have just let him rape her. And I thought, did I just hear that out of your mouth? But he'd been drinking, so I ignored it. Okay. And later on, he came smashing through the door at 5:30 in the morning. There was a meeting at the building, and he crashed into the Queen of Wands plants, and he said, you have to come with me or a gang is going to rape you. Okay, he said crazy stuff. And you thought, well, it's not like him. He was just drunk. Okay, so still the only one you trusted, because who could you trust at that point, Queen of Wands? Except your Kaiser Soze neighbor. So you put it, in 2021, you put his name on the list as a person to contact, but he didn't do nothing. And his friend was going to come over and sweep your whole place for bugs to make sure, and he stopped that. And his friend was going to get her son, the lawyer, to get you out of there, and he stopped that. And then your son's father called and said, do I have to come and break you out of there? And so he came by, and you had a cigarette. You said, yeah, he's going to come by and break me out. And the Gemini man said, no, you can't go nowhere. There's nowhere for you to go. There's nowhere for you to go. So you figured out that the guy just wanted you to be under energy weapons until you ran and lived with him. Okay? And so now you don't trust him. Oh, he's putting a phone call upstairs. Okay? And he's a good guy, but Kaiser Soze, in a way, many Kaiser Sozes. All right. And so the King of Swords, I just don't trust him. All right. Oh, what was the rumors? Thought I was sleeping with people in the building I don't even know, and on and on, and I used him in this and that and this and that. I just give him money for beer, and I was like golden to him, and all this stuff. But he's a good guy, but he doesn't take rejection well, and his love is not love; it is obsession, which the Queen of Wands wants nothing to do with, and is never running off there. And I hope when you got your inheritance, Mr. Gemini man, that you didn't put some money in this deep web red room where they put energy weapons on her. Again. Okay, so the Queen of Wands, Leo